Hi guys, it's Mike Brimstone again, and we finally on the map Fracture. Very good map for Brimstone as we have a lot of open wide skies on all the plans on A and B. You see, like we have open sky here, open sky here. So this map is a bit harder for creating new lineups. So let's start with the B plant. Let's go for easy lineups, yeah, from easy to hard. So one of the most common lineup, most of times you can see on different channels is this one. Stuck in this corner. You see, you have to find this building, and you're not aiming this free. You see, 1, 2, 3. We have some windows. We need to aim and jump and shoot. So you're jumping, and this molly perfectly bouncing to the default spot. Another molly, what we need to do, we need to aim. You see this type of the leaves, and we have one leaf with a, you see, like a dark end. So what we have to do, you need to took in your hand the knife. I'm touching this dark leaf, you see this dark leaf, with my ultimate. You see ultimate sign and small line, very tiny line on ultimate. After that I pick my gun with the molly and I shoot. You see? The small is shooting in these leaves, go through the pixel and go directly to the default. Another very good lineup, you can stack yourself in this corner, jump on this box, see, like here, boom, just barely jumping on it. And what you need to aim, you see there's a rock, yeah, on the roof. So we need to aim with just with our crosshair, not here, not here, but a bit here to the right, you see? I'm barely touching the rock, and I should. See, bouncing from here, and ideally going to the second default on the B plan. Another two, put yourself here, stuck in a corner, and you need to aim that building. See the building, and I'm aiming the bottom. Where is my box? You see where is my mouse and the arrow sign? You see I have a triangle. What we do, we have two defaults. You see I have kind of line, and I'm touching the roof of this building and a bit up, you see? So this is one default, and the same from here, opposite side, left side, again a bit up of the roof and shoot again. So we have two defaults for the spike. Here you go for the middle one. Here if you put the spike here. So some very easy and fun mollies. Sometimes you can stack here in the corner. And if you know the open is pushing you, you can sit even in the smoke. What you need to do, you see this wall? I need to aim that corner. You see this kind of small line on the wall? And what I do, I just smoking myself from behind, so you need to smoke the tube to make sure you're smoking yourself. You see? They don't see you, but you know where is the line. They start diffusing, you shoot. Look, you see? Easy. You aiming here. Going for default. Another good molly, you can step like here. And you see we have this entrance and the start of the wall. You see the green one. Just go there like a run towards it with W and shoot. Perfectly on a default here and here. You coming in this corner. See the big like a bush bump. I'm stuck myself on this corner, and then we have two interesting mollies. We need to find this big like a palm thing. You see, and you see we have a gaps between the leaves. So we have 1, 2. You see on the top of this big one, a big leaf. We have a gap here, just the middle of it, and you shoot. And here on the bottom we have very tiny leaf. You see, also second on the bottom. You see, second gap, and shoot here. So first one jumping to the default on the main, second bouncing molly comes. You see, he's securing all the white spots. So now we have very fun and bouncing like a monkey molly. Yeah? So what you need to do here, you see this kind of jump, you see this ramp. So what you need to do when you shoot your molly, to secure the defuse spike behind the box. You see, like, we don't see enemy. So what you need to aim. You see this line between these two rectangles. Just shoot there. And this perfectly bouncing behind the box. It's this asking enemy to just rotate and expose himself. Another very good for B. You can line up yourself here in the corner. Yeah. Sometimes they're gonna see that you're rushing, so you can be very unpredictable. You can smoke yourself to make sure you're not gonna be checked. And what you need to aim, you see this kind of the white thing on this antenna. It's kind of the chimney thing, but this is kind of end of the roof. We need to aim this one with my diamond. You see where is my mouse and the arrow sign in the box. So we need to aim that with my diamond. We go for one default, and if we go with the arrow, you see my arrow touching it, it's another default next to the heaven. You see, you're securing that spot as well, so you can be tricky. You can put the spike here, and opponent gonna think that you're in the main, or you're gonna go here in a tube. Okay, another one. You see this rock? You can step on this rock, some lions, you know, on the wall. This is very annoying thing. So I'm aiming that one, you see, short one, with my triangles on the rectangle with my mouse and arrow. See, I'm not touching with my diamond, but with the top of my triangle, and shoot. Also perfect molly. So this is the very good B mollies. They very common. Here is very good one a rushing molly and the ultimate strategy. So if you want to rush B with your teammate and you're not expecting to do the lineups, or your teammates are dying and you can't enter any plan, what is my suggestion? Come here with the molly. You need to aim that. You see this kind of the angle of the metal thing which holding the buildings. You need to aim that top thing with your crosshair. You shooting here. Look, where is my molly? My molly is bouncing on the stairs. So my molly not allow enemy go to the heaven or going through from the heaven. So what I do, I shooting here and I immediately press my ultimate and I just destroying the whole tower. If they're rushing here, they're gonna die in your molly. If they're jumping here, they probably gonna die from your lurker. We're gonna go to the A plan. Here is the box. Just aim this white rectangle in the box and shoot. So you throwing your molly very perfectly and very fast to that spot. Very easy molly. A bit harder molly we have from that tower here. So what we need to do on this spot, you need line up yourself with this entrance, and if enemy put the spike in this corner, so what you need to do, you see I have very small gap, I see, so I need to aim not the top one here on this the dark things, it's like a tubes, just under the tubes, and I just shoot. I'm not moving, I'm just shooting. Look, you ideally killing all the spikes, they can't put the plant or they can't defuse, they have to run, and you staying here. It's very good lineup for the pistol round. So you see, when you bouncing, when you just line up yourself by this wall and you kind of gliding by this wall, you see we have this kind of the window, the metal window. End of this, when you just barely see the end of this, on the top on the right, and you should. You're perfectly bouncing behind the plant here. So also they can't put the spike. So you have very good option after you come here and you just kill guy who just running towards the stairs, or kill the guy who rotating from fire. Very easy from the sand exists as well. So you just come here and shoot in this wall. And move forward and shoot in the wall. Very good. Unpredictable, they're gonna think here, maybe you're from the heaven, just be very fast. And stay here. You have 10 seconds to do nothing. Another very good molly. This molly is the most safest here on Fracture. What you need to do, you see this line on the ground. So what I need to do, you see this? This is the cable. You see cable, and we see and I see this house behind it. You know, in the window. What do we need to do? You see, I'm gliding by this wall. I'm gliding. You see, when my cable, you see, barely touching end of this building, and I shoot with my crosshair. Perfectly bouncing on the best spot. Another couple of good ones, very easy. You can line up yourself here. And you see the entrance arc is very dangerous if they're rushing, so use this molly only if there you have a smoke or you try to, you're in a clutch. So you see we have line 1, 2, 3. One line, second line, and third line. You see second line when this line touching this end of the building. Just shoot here. You perfectly molly the backside, so your opponent can't put the spike or they can't defuse your spike if your teammates put the spike there and you stuck here on the drop, on the dishes, and when you come from the dish. So this is very good one. Another one, you can stop here. And imagine your teammates put the spike here on the corner, on the second, you know. What you need to aim, you see we have this big rectangle, this big small rectangle, tiny, and this one darker. So we need to aim this darkest rectangle in the middle, and we touching this line. You see we barely see that finishing. You see touching the roof here in the middle, and shoot. So you're securing spot here, here. See, they can't defuse the spike. Another very good and nice mollies are hard mollies. Now I will show you the hard mollies on A plan. So you can stack yourself here. I'm finishing the move. You see, I stuck perfectly. See, I'm gliding the wall and I stuck in this. You see, I'm stucking. Do it fast. What we have to aim? We have to aim this dot, and this dot. The first two dots we need. You see where is my 100 HP bar line? You see small. You see I'm touching that thing with my small line. You see I'm almost come out of it and I shoot molly here. Bam. And when I touch this anchor, also with this small thing, where is my 100 HP bar? It's a very hard two mollies, but they doing perfect job. Look, one going down behind the plant, one going here on a tower. Perfect two mollies. Another easier molly from this side exists as well. We need aim that you see this kind of small rectangle, you know, like a small hole in this metal wall. We need to aim this thing with, you see where is my smoke sign? See smoke sign. And we aiming not the middle, not the top, but a bit bottom of it. You see, I barely see the hole through my smoke sign, and I shoot. You securing this one. So now we can line ourselves this one. This is very common nowadays because he's very safe, and you can even do very beautiful rotation from the bridge, from the dishes after the. So you need to aim that thing with your mouse. You see where is my mouse? I barely touching. You see a small diamond what I just put on the wall? You see this small square. I'm just touching the bottom of it and I shoot. 1, 2, and he falls. Very long molly, so you need to be sure that you do it predictable. Yeah, don't shoot this molly if they start defusing. What you do if you have ultimate in the molly and your team dying, you can actually take this round against even 3-4 people. What you can do, you wait they start defusing the bomb, do like this, make most damage you can on enemies. Yeah, they start defusing, bam, bam, and go by the strings. Hop. Coming. If you want to do less noise, do like a bunny hop. You know, just you're rushing here and do that. You see, you're a bit quiet, and you come here and wait. when the guy start defuse, kill diffuser and rotate. Most of the best clutches I took on a fracture on a brimstone against more than 3 people. Another good 2 mollies, very hard ones. What you need to do, you need to glide this wall by back. You see, and I'm looking on this line. So you see, I'm moving like this, gliding the wall with my back till I don't almost not see this line. You see, when it is lined up by this line next to me, I'm press the control. You see, and I'm aiming. You see this line with my smoke. You see, I have 4 dots around my smoke sign. I'm aiming with the top one, for example. I jump through the control. You see, I'm still crouching on the control. I jump and shoot. Another one. You see, another smoke square. You see, second one. Again, jump and shoot. It's a 2 mollies. First one goes here on the default. Another one with the right thing goes on the top. Okay guys, this is the main mollies for A and B on a fracture. Hope you enjoyed and small of my tips with the smoke. If you put some smokes on fracture, always make sure that you put smokes. Something like this, yeah? Don't allow your opponents to have any extra space to kill you. Create them very big gaps. Don't give them options to stay behind your smokes, and don't give them options to say, for example, like that, you see, start to kill you. And see you on the next video. Last map we left is the breeze. And after that we go for a lot of shorts, and maybe I will start to do some TikTok things. Well, hopefully you're gonna stay with me longer and we will enjoy this beautiful journey and study guides in Valorant and find very new, unique and crazy lineups for many champs. Bye guys, take care.